So ready to kick off. Ready to kick off when you are. Is there anybody from online who wants to start us off? If not, we'll go straight into dailies.
Can I ask a couple to go out now?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Morning, Ian. How you doing?
Morning. You okay, Ian? I'm all right, thank you.
Good, good. Got a couple of players out with injury, and a couple that have maybe overcome injury. I think Paddy McNair was a doubt. Is he fully fit?
The conversation I had with him last night, really positive. There's a good chance he'll be fit for the weekend. So yeah, that's good news for us, and good news for Middlesbrough as well. Yeah.
Okay. With the youngsters that have come in, or the first call-ups, I don't think we can call Dion Charles a youngster at the moment, but he's having a superb season with Accrington. How long have you had your eye on him?
Yeah, aware of him before I took over, actually, but I know his name was spoken about and always asked about, and I'd been to see him, whilst in charge of the 21s for Michael. So to monitor him, see him develop, and like you say, having a fantastic season, I think it's the right time to call him up. Playing in the same league as Josh and Connor, and scoring 17 goals this season is no mean feat for an unfashionable club, if you can call that, Accrington Stanley, and spearheading their chance of a playoff spot. So Dion fully deserves his call up. I wanted to bring in an extra striker as well to this camp, and not have as many wide players, and for me, Dion, is coming in at exactly the right time.
With the goalkeepers, obviously Trevor and Michael are both out injured. Connor's been in and around the squad for a while, but Nathan's a new call up there. How do you feel about the sort of experience and depth you've got in that goalkeeping group for these games?
Yeah, it was something that as soon as I knew that Michael and Trevor would be struggling, did I go for youth? Did I go to give somebody more experience? Or Roy Carroll was making a late bid to be to be brought back in, but it's I think Nathan's someone that knows he's coming in for experience. He's certainly up to it mentally, because I brought him in the late stage of my 21s tenure, and he had to go straight into the team and play Romania. I know this is very different, but he'll relish the call up, he'll relish being part of a group, and it'll add to his experience. And I think that's when we get the chance to do that, then it's something I want to do and give these kids. He knows he'll be back up to Connor, who he knows and has worked with previously. So I think that's important, and Bailey also.
And just looking ahead to these qualifiers, it's the start of a new campaign. Probably the toughest of all the fixtures is the first one. How do you go about approaching these games?
Yeah, meet it head on. You've got to play them at some stage. So rather than meeting them mid-campaign where they've maybe got up ahead of steam, we may just catch them cold. And for us to go to an empty stadium, Palmer, and play them, I think hopefully gives us an extra chance as well. And say we've got to be on top of the game. We're under no illusions about that. We've got to be playing to our max, and hopefully Italy, say we catch them a little bit rusty, but no fear in going there. Relish the chance. It's somewhere we've not been since, I think, 2012, and we managed to get a positive result in that campaign. And I've looked at previous campaigns that Italy have played in, and barring last year's Euro Championships where they got a 10 out of 10, they've always maybe slipped a couple of points against teams where they're expected to be, and I'm hoping that we're that team this time around as well.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian.
Anybody else from online? Gareth, you happy enough?
Yeah, sure. Very quickly, Ian. Obviously, Liam Boyce mentioned about his wife's maybe expecting. What's the situation there? Is it just watch and go?
It is very much that. I was made aware of this a couple of months ago. Had a good conversation with Liam. Family comes first in these situations. He's awaiting the arrival of the second child. Where he's living, it's just him and his wife. So family from either side aren't able to get across immediately. So hopefully, you know, safe arrival of the child, and then Boyce can come in on a high and you know, with a clear mind.
Thanks. Cheers, Ian.
Great, thanks, Gareth. Daily section, happy to kick off on that.